Hey, this is Charles D'Amico with Book Puma from Blue Handle Publishing. Today we're going to be talking about book printing, the riveting and dynamic world of book printing. Okay, maybe it's not so dynamic, but it does mean a ton. Next time you walk through a bookstore, look at all the differences of books that you could see. You've got paperback, you've got hardback, you've got spiral bound, perfect bound, you got glossy cover, matte cover, cream paper on the inside, white paper on the inside. What size font do you have? What's your formatting? I know, right? It's like when you bought your car, you didn't really think about what is the exact space between the center console and my driver's side. But that's kind of what book printing is about. And it's partially a little bit of book design, but book printing is choosing the way that this book is going to get involved in, and then who's going to do it for you. Luckily, the world's changed a little bit in this industry with on-demand printing. Companies like Amazon and Ingram Spark can get your book into the marketplace. Ingram Spark would get it on Barnes & Nobles and Target and Walmart, and when somebody orders through the website, it'll be printed on demand. Now, what this means is in the beginning, until you get a following, it could take a week plus for somebody to get that book. But once it gets bought enough times, Ingram Spark will carry a little bit of a stock. It's the same with Amazon. Once you get a few copies out there, they'll start carrying a few books for you. So when someone orders it on Prime, they can get it out to them. And their algorithms work pretty good on when to do this. Now, the beginning can be a little hard. So if you want to jumpstart it, I guess you could buy them at cost and ship them to yourself. But again, when we're talking about book printing, it's not only who's going to do it, which the industry standards right now are Ingram Spark and Amazon. If you're going to do self-published versus going through a small press or a traditional press, or even a hybrid, they're probably going to use the same platforms. It's more about what goes into it. Now, a lot of people, the biggest decision you're probably going to have to make is, do you want that shiny, glossy cover, or do you want that matte cover, which has kind of got a soft feel to it? The other thing you're going to have to pay attention to is, what is the dimension of the book? Now, more common than not, you're going to start off with a paperback. Hardcovers are really expensive to make. They're really expensive, and you usually only see them for bestsellers or maybe limited edition copies for a book that's doing pretty decent. But for the most part, you're going to be dabbling in the paperback world. So that means, are you going to be doing a 5x8, 6x9, the rare like 8x10? But those are the two sizes you're going to work with the most, unless you're doing a children's book, which is going to be more of a landscape feel to fill the pictures. But for now, we're going to touch base on the 5x8 and the 6x9. You want to look at your genre, see what's selling, and see how it's formatted. The last thing you want to do is give your reader something that they're not used to digesting. The story is what you want them to focus on, not the way the page is laid out. Learn from my mistakes and the way I used to do it, which was, I'm going to make the font bigger, the margins bigger. Who cares if I lose 87 cents on a book? The problem is, people are going to notice it, and then they're going to notice everything else about the book. Then they're hyper aware of every little difference or every little challenge. So you want them to be in a calm place when they're reading your book. So you want it to be as close to an industry standard as possible. So remember, when we're talking about book printing, it's not only the on-demand press that you use, mainly Ingram Spark and or Amazon, but it's going to be about what goes into it. If you do enough searching, or if you hang out on our website long enough, you can find almost all the answers to this stuff. And if you haven't found it on our website, feel free and reach out to us. We'll do a video on it. We'll add some content, because that's what we're about. This is Charles D'Amico with Blue Handle Publishing and the Book Puma Services platform. Have a great day.